Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Value DSPROIH74 BL. This is a black full overlay institutional hinge sold as a pair. When you buy one, you're going to get a package like this that has one pair in it and weighs just under 1 pound, maybe 0.9 pound for a pair of these hinges. I have a pair of them removed from the package so that we can get a closer look. And first, where are you going to see these hinges? Well, I see these hinges in the storage cabinets behind the cash wrap area of your favorite coffee shop all the time. You'll see these in hospitals and patient rooms where they've got patient storage with a 20-inch wide by 60-inch tall door, maybe with a cam lock on it. You'll see a good heavy quality hinge like this installed in those applications. Okay. Now, BL, obviously black. Okay, steel-based, black, 5-knuckle. You can see why we call it that. Institutional. Institutional is a reference to, certainly can be inferred, I think, as something that would be heavier duty rather than less heavy duty. But in lots of cases, especially when it comes to hinges, it's inferring that the tip of the hinge has been ground down. The point of that is that your door is going to sit here. The amount that's going to project into the opening will be just generally the knuckle portion. That ground down tip, also called institutional, is by design. The purpose of that is that it is intended to reduce the ability for someone to hang something on that hook, that hinge barrel, making it anti-ligature, meaning the hardware is specifically designed to work towards preventing someone, speaking plainly, from harming themselves on the hardware. There's nothing to hang onto here, and the point of that is that it'll slip off as a result of that ground area. Hanging a shoelace, a belt, something of that nature, so that someone might harm someone, is the purpose of that. And that's really where you'll see institutional used when it's, or hospital tip will be the other term that's used when someone is talking about a hinge. Okay. Overlay. Now what that means is that you've got this leaf, this portion of the hinge here. The door is going to sit here. The door is overlaying the jamb as such. The tips of my fingers will represent the door portion that will reside in this area, and it's overlaying the jamb, and that's where the term overlay is used. You could have inset. You could have partial overlay. Inset would be where the door is inset into the casework and flush. That would be an inset hinge. You could have an overlay hinge where the door literally overlays the side of the jamb, and that's indeed where this hinge is used. Because of this leaf back here, it's being intended that it's going to mount right to the sidewall. Let's take some dimensional properties of this material. Projection of the knuckle assembly from the back side of the door, it's going to be about 1.25 inches. From where the jamb is going to lie to where the door will set in, you can see that's 1/2 inch. From the back side of what would be the door, because this leaf, on the door leaf, you're going to attach the door with screws to the edge of the door and then to the back side of the door as well. Oh, okay, we can use this. Imagine this is the door. Okay, just like this, or maybe easier like this. So this block is indeed representing the door. Some additional information. From what would be the face of the jamb to the back side of the leaf that's going to mount to the sidewall, 2 inch. Overall height of this hinge, about 2 13/16. It's got slotted holes and then it's got fixed holes. When you are installing the hinge onto the jamb, or onto the side panel of the casework, and onto the back of the door, here, you're gonna utilize the slotted holes. Why? That will allow you your adjustment. Okay. Once you have it exactly positioned, pre-drill and then attach with screws to the round holes, and that will keep it positioned so nothing moves. That's the point of all of that. And of course, screws are included. Of course, screws are included with the entire work in a complementary finish. Those are number 8 by 3/4 inch screws is what they are. Okay. There is additional information down below this video that will show you, will give you additional information. Designed for 32 millimeter hole pattern. That's important to know because your machinery that you're using to create the casework is set for that sort of center to center. 2 3/4 joint length, 5 knuckle hinge. Designed, that's another dimension we didn't give. How thick of a door can you use? 3/4 inch is the answer. And that's evidenced right there, 3/4 inch. 0.095 is the steel thickness that they say. Let's test that with our caliper. The caliper says it's 0.108. 0.108. Hospital tip, we discussed that. Pin diameter 4.8 millimeter. They say that this is a grade 1 hinge. Grade 1 means that the hinge has been rated for 1,000,000 cycles. The heaviest rating. In those applications where you're going to have high volume use, your hospital, the back of the storage for your favorite coffee shop. When you're in your favorite coffee shop, and I see it all the time, a person who's not tall, it seems every time I see someone do it, they reach up and to open the door to be able to get on their tippy toes and pull the napkins out. What people don't realize you're doing is you're actually hanging on it a bit. You're not just opening the door, you're actually hanging on it and opening the door, and that's where a heavy-duty hinge really comes into play. You're not going to see this in a residential application because, quite frankly, it's overkill. But the fact of the matter is, having hardware that's heavier duty than less does have its benefits, and that would be longevity of use. And these hinges would meet that criteria, and that's your grade 1. There's grade 2 and there's grade 3, but these are actually tested to grade 1 standards. Translation, 1,000,000 cycles. These have been tested to work up to. Who knows how long they'll go, but they hit 1,000,000 cycles. Could have failed at 1,000,001, or could have gone for 20 million, or realistically 5 million. Finally, there's a link, almost finally, tantamount. There is a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet that will allow you to review this hinge, see the dimensional properties that we've been discussing, see how the part number changes as the finish changes as well. Overlay hinges for doors up to 1 3/8 are also there. That is a common hinge where I've sold that to a university in their dorm rooms where they've got thicker panels and they need grade 1 hinges, heavy-duty hinges. Now finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Pro Value products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website where you can get a look at the Pro Value material that exists, namely cabinet hardware. They do a good job with cabinet hardware, good quality material, reasonably priced, great selection kind of thing. If you have any questions on the Pro Value, this is their part number DSPROIH74-BL, pair of hinges, or any other Pro Value product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you very much.